Hi there and welcome to the actual beginning of the game. Oh, and here comes the classic score. Oh, I love that theme. And I apologise for talking over it, but this is a commentary. Hey, if you want to listen to it by itself, just YouTube search it, I'm sure you'll find it. Da-da. Fall of the Old Republic. Yeah, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. A shadow looms over the Republic. The Clone Wars have torn a rift across the galaxy. Its populace is weak in allegiance and resolve. Supreme Chancellor Palpatine has commissioned an elite division of clone troopers, the 501st Legion, to vanquish the separatist threat once and for all. Their unwavering loyalty to the Chancellor, combined with the Republic's desperation to see an end to the war, has set the stage for, what the hell, Palpatine's ultimate plan. Yeah, and of course, if you don't know, these sort of scrolls were a tribute to the Flash Gordon serials. And that's apparently what George Lucas wanted to make before Star Wars. He did want to make a Flash Gordon movie. Of course, a Flash Gordon movie did come out, and it was a lot cheesier. A lot of the thing is, I do really like the Flash Gordon movie for its cheesiness. It's really entertaining. But anyway, yeah, let's stop talking about Flash Gordon and let's start talking about a Flash Gordon ripoff called Star Wars. I'm only joking. It's not a ripoff of Flash Gordon. It was inspired by Flash Gordon. Big difference. Holy crap, a scene from the movie. I want to go to jail for piracy.
In the waning months of the Clone Wars, the 501st faced missions critical to the agenda of Chancellor Palpatine. When we arrived at the bombed-out ruins of Megiddo, our Jedi commander believed we had been sent to take out a droid energy collector. What Ki-Adi-Mundi didn't know, however, was that our unit of the 501st was really after an experimental Megiddan power source that the Chancellor wanted for his super laser.
A what laser?
Keeping Mundi in the dark wasn't easy.
Did he say super laser?
Increasingly wary of the Chancellor's doings.
Yeah, not just a regular laser, but a super laser.
Just like the rest of them, though, he never caught whiff of what was really going on until it was far too late.
Anyway, this planet here, Megiddo, I'm pretty sure it is seen in one of the movies, but maybe just for a second. Yeah, I think it's one of the scenes where you see the Jedi's die in Episode 3. Yeah, but anyway, I start off, I immediately go straight for the chicken walker here. Honestly, not really a sturdy vehicle, but I appreciate the firepower anyway. And yeah, this is a war-torn city. I wonder if it's based off anything specific or whatever, but no, you just pop in and you shoot the droids here. Now, a tactic I do like to use is the vehicles, obviously. Not necessarily because of their firepower, but just because they provide shielding. And here you see exactly why I use the trooper class. I find their rapid fire rifles really the best weapon. I mean, granted, there are more powerful weapons, but this one's really versatile.
Well done, men. Now we need to make some space for General Mundi to land. Take out those turrets and clear the deck.
And here is what I was referring to earlier when I said I use classes for specific missions. And really, you can just use... I love this. I can just use the rocket launcher class and take out these turrets fairly easily. Now, in case you were wondering, the tutorial level is purely optional, and this is where you really start the game. And to be honest, you could probably learn all you need to know about the game from this little level here. It's quite easy, and it introduces all the mechanics.
We have to get past the shield barricade, get behind the shield, and take out the generator.
Yeah, I forgot that bloke's name. Was it Ki-Adi-Mundi? But anyway, he's an okay character, I guess. I don't really know much about him. I do remember he was in all 3 prequel movies on the Jedi Council. I'm sure he has a much more interesting and fleshed out backstory in the expanded universe. Although I couldn't help thinking it must be really difficult for this guy to buy hats, you know, with that head of his. But then again, he could probably get away with a really quite spiffy looking top hat. Now, something I didn't mention before about the Jedi class is that they can't heal by using items like your regular soldiers. You can see their little lightsaber life bar at the bottom, and you can refill it up by killing enemies, which I guess it works out pretty well. It means if you're skilled enough, you can hang on to these Jedi classes as long as you can, or at least as long as you're good enough, I should say. And a little spoiler here: I managed to finish this mission with this character. Well, you don't really need to, really. They are fairly broken, but say if this character dies, I can just do it with the regular soldiers. I mean, it will just take a bit longer. But then again, it's kind of like a pride thing, I guess. If you got the Jedi, you want to keep hold of it, because these characters are really fun to use. Although, like I said, they are really broken. I guess if you wanted a challenge, you could try completing this game, but just say no to the hero classes and just use regular soldiers. In fact, I kind of want to give that a try now, but oh well, another time.
Take down the core shield by destroying the generator.
Now, I think I mentioned this ability before, but you can actually get this sort of a super speed jump. And really, that's their best ability. You know, I mean, their attacks are good, but the ability just to run really fast is really helpful. And something I really should point out, they can block gunfire with their lightsabers, but they can still be blown up by grenades and rockets. And I say that because that's something you should watch out for if you want to keep hold of your Jedi.
The shields are down. Let's take out the core.
So because more often than not, it's the explosives that will screw you over. Now I said before the droids were boring, but these droids are cool. You know the skeleton ones, the bulky ones, they're kind of crap. But these sort of rolling droideka, they're pretty cool. They've got their own little shields, they can roll and move pretty fast. Yeah, I think that's one of the few things I liked in the prequel movies. Actually, I'm not a fan of the prequel movies, but I hate to be negative about it, I really do. I'm trying to be upbeat and positive here. But something I will say about the prequel movies that I liked was they had good vehicle designs, good interesting vehicle designs, and also designs like that droid there. So there were cool bits in it, really. So yeah, I'm sorry if you're a fan of the prequels. I don't want to be negative too much, so I'll try and be positive from now on. Yeah, you can see there, you know, his force jump and his super speed was actually the most useful tool. And, well, sorry to talk over this, but, you know, it is a commentary, but I will say, before I called the clones sort of faceless, or, you know, sort of boring, which they kind of are in the movies, but, you know, to say something positive, something I do like is that they do get fleshed out in other media, like this, you know, this tells their story, which is really interesting to hear. But anyway, thanks for watching. Join me again.